In your first role, when you were an SDR, when we started working together, I remember we were kind of only banking on, since we were catering to like a certain niche and we were reaching out to a certain audience, we were, and which were not active on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn was not such a big thing at that time. We were kind of relying only on calls and emails. And I remember you, along with other few SDRs, were able to make 120 to 150 calls a day. I want to understand, where a lot of people are struggling to even make 50. How were you able to make 150 calls? And how did you mentally train yourself to do that? I mean, if there are any tips and tricks people can learn from, I think that'll be great.
Sure. So it's not that, when I started this role right from day one, I was making 150 calls or 120 calls. And I'm not really a person who believes in quantity. I believe in the quality work we should do, even if it's 30 calls or 50 calls. There were those days, maybe those weeks as well when I did 150 calls. But to be honest, that wasn't my everyday thing. I wouldn't make 150 calls on a daily basis. So what I believed in was doing the quality work. Start with less. It's not just about making 100 calls and blindly and not getting any results at the end of the day. So I thought, let's start with small, and then maybe it could be 30, it could be 50. Start with that and see what's happening on those calls, right? Are you able to say get any connect on the call? Are you able to hold the conversation with the prospect? Make 10 calls and see what's the outcome of that. Was there any connect or not? If there's no connect, try to understand if you are, say, reaching out to the prospect as per their time zone or not, or who you're reaching out to, and accordingly call them. And then, yeah, if you see there's no connect, try again,
Mm-hmm.
again, go after 10, set of 10 calls. If you see that you were able to connect with a prospect and there is still no result, just try understanding, take the time, take a break, and see why were you not able to, say, convert that into a demo or a meeting, or if you could even hold a conversation or not. So this is what I used to do. And if you think that messed it up, it's okay. I think accept your mistake. Take some time out, listen to calls. This is something I really used to do. I would take my break and spend some time in listening to the calls, live calls. It could be only one side of the conversation. Maybe the person SDR sitting
Mm-hmm.
left to me, right to me, behind me, next to me. I would just make sure that I do that, and there is some learning. And what I would really focus on was, it's not that, hey, what different they're doing, that was there, but at the same time, as a prospect or as an audience, if someone is saying that to me, would I respond to that? So I was trying to be the prospect there and see. Few things would be like, hey, wow, if someone says that to me, I would definitely respond to that. And few would be like, hey, I'm definitely not going to try that. So I started with that. Once you have that confidence, and once you know that if you have a prospect on the call, you will be able to hold the conversation no matter what. With time, I think you should be able to see results. When you're getting more results, you get greedy, you want to get more, and then you slowly start from 50 calls to 70. There might be some days when you're making 100 calls and you're not getting results, but that's okay, don't give up. So it's not always about the number of calls, I would say. It's just the quality work. But yeah, if you're doing three, if you've scheduled, say, 3 meetings for the day, which is a lot, say for an SDR, especially outbound. If you've done that, then you definitely want to keep going, keep the momentum going, and see if there's a chance you can get another one. If you can, say, make it 4, and then you want to make calls. The only way you can do is pick up the phone, dial more, and I think that's what kept me going.
That is some advice. I'm sure that's going to benefit a lot of. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the video a teeny tiny bit, would you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me what you like? Throw your best insult at me if you did not like any part and you would want me to improve. I promise you will not offend me. Seems like too much work, right? Let's start with subscribing and let me know in the comments what I should cover next. Thanks again.